again an example of us listening.
We're not live.
Yes, we are.
Oh my God, I thought we had 10 minutes. Oh my God. I hope I have everything set up. Okay. Oh boy. Hey, everybody, welcome. It's Friday. It's 12 noon, according to Christine. And this is Festool Live. Episode what? 211. Minnie, how many episodes to 300?
89?
Woo! She's good. She's on fire today. Okay, let's introduce the room because we got a special guest today. Over here we have Christine. Don't get my notes in there. Okay, good. Hey, behind the camera, the one, the only, the man, the myth, the modern day legend, Chris Seibert.
Wow.
Okay.
That was nice.
But it's the unit. Okay, hang on. Over here, come on, stop hiding. Right here, we have Min.
I was expecting.
Don't forget to tell us where you're from.
All right, where are you from?
And right here, we have our Indiana Regional Sales Manager, woo, Travis Jesse, the man, the myth, the modern day legend.
He's back.
He's back.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's the one who took me to Notre Dame. Okay, good. So he will always, oh, and on the line we have Brent. I'm so sorry, Brent. You answer all the questions, thank you. You're the man. Hey guys, I just want to let you know, on YouTube, make sure you watch the series, Build with Brent. They're awesome, so check it out. Okay, hey, and I know you're on YouTube right now. Why don't you hit the subscribe button if you haven't yet?
Thanks, Sedge.
You're welcome, Chris. Okay, good. All right. So, as promised last week, I'm going to cover a wicked cool tool. And I had something like this in my shop down in Fort Lauderdale years ago. So when I heard we were coming out with something like this, I went, huh? And man, wait till you see this. It's awesome. It's called SYS-AIR. So when I said that last night to Marianne, I said, SYS-AIR. She goes, oh, Swiss Air? And I went, no, it's not an airline. SYS, when you see SYS on something, it means system. It's System Air. So somebody will ask out there, oh, I thought Festool captures all the dust. No, we've never claimed that. I've seen as high as 96%. I've seen as low as 90%. But you know what? We do that with our dust extractors. We capture it at the source. But you have that fine particulate that wafts up into the air. Okay, you know what? We're going to capture all of it now because we can capture that extra 10% with our SYS-AIR. So today as I go through this, I have written all over this place, including here on my notes, all kinds of statistics. And I thought about this, and I saw some conflicting stuff, but I have a person that I just rely on my whole time here, and that's Rick. And Rick set up a calculator, we went through, and I started thinking about this again. I'm like, this may confuse people, but I'm gonna show you something in just a few minutes that won't confuse you at all. And you'll understand, oh wow, this is amazing. Okay, so let me talk about really quick, fine particulate. 1 micron particle. So, and I got this from Germany, and I want you to think about this, because somebody asked me this the other night. You know that stuff that floats up in the air? Some of that's 1 micron, right? We want to scrub that. We want to use an air filter to clean that. Okay? So, 1 micron dust particle. It takes, let me read this, 7 hours to drop 3 feet. Isn't that incredible?
Wow.
So, hey, Christine, you know how tall these ceilings here? Guess.
9 or 10?
Good. They're 10 foot tall. She went 9 or 10. I was going to ask the other guys here, but you guessed twice. Okay, good. You nailed it at 10 foot. I measured it. Okay. So let's do the math on that. What if there's a particle lingering up top there? It's 1 micron, or just floating around. To light on the floor, that would take a long time, right? Because if you do the math, there's 3, there's 3, there's 3. So that's 21 hours at a foot. I figured around 22, 23 hours for that stuff to fall or light. So let me do this. If you have a shop, okay, and you're sanding something, right, and you go to bed that night, What happens when you wake up? Over everything, you have those fine particles that were floating up there, and it lighted on top of that. So you have to what? Tack it off before you finish it. Okay? We want to clean that air with an air filtration system. So I used to have one in my shop that I used to hang up there, and it would scrub and scrub and scrub while I was, in bed at night. I'd come in and I barely had anything left there. I didn't have Festool way back when, so a lot was in the air. So I just wanted to bring it or explain it like that, because this will clean up the remaining of the 10% that we leave that may float up when you're sanding or cutting. Whew. Okay, so here we go. This is so important because over the years I used to train people, and people would say, why is Festool so expensive? And I would always say this. Anybody who's been to my training, I would say, what is your time worth? Right? We save that for you, okay? Because of all the little things that we do with our tools that will save your procedure or shorten a procedure for you, okay? Like the track saw or anything we make, okay? But here's what I want to mention to you. Do you know that 1 micron particle? That's the stuff that goes into your lungs. And here is my new mantra. What is your health worth? So that is why you have an air filtration in your shop to clean that air so you're not breathing that fine particle. Did that sound good, Travis?
Sounds good to me.
One of these days I might do this for a living because I'm so stoked that we have these because they work great. Okay. So there's 2 versions of it. Let's get into a little back and forth here. We have this one called a HEPA SYS-AIR. You know how you can tell? Says HEPA. Okay. And then we have one over here. This is the non-HEPA. You know why? Because it doesn't say anything on it. Okay. There is a difference. Now, if somebody bought each one, or you were looking at each one, and you look at the motor, and it has the same watts, it has the same volts, it has the same airflow, or supposedly the same everything, the same turbine, the same everything, and they do. But there's a huge difference. The electronics inside are different. They have a different CFM, cubic feet per meter reading. Okay. Here we go. Statistic. The HEPA has 264 CFM. The non-HEPA has 423 CFM. Don't get that in the film. I wrote it down. Okay. So, how do you define each one? This one has more airflow. It has a different inner filter. This has an inner HEPA filter. There's not a huge price difference, okay? But it's so important to know this. You cannot purchase this and then someday put a HEPA filter in here because it will show the red light that the filter is clogged. You'll see what I'm talking about in a few minutes. Okay, so make the choice in the beginning. If you're going to be in a situation where you want that 0.3 micron filtration, then get the HEPA. Okay, I'm gonna break this apart and show you everything in here today and go through it. I'll show you the accessories. But here's the other thing that I used to look at when I had an air filtration system. How much in my cubic footage of my shop did it circulate the air? How many air rotations in there? So you got to calculate, and it's just not square footage, it's also the cubic, where you've got to measure also the ceiling. So I'm going to use this, and this is what Rick helped me crunch this week. Okay, so we'll pretend this is an 8-foot ceiling, and this unit here, because more airflow, okay, you'll get roughly 330 or 317 square feet, 8-foot ceilings. You'll get 10 rotations of air. okay? On this one, 330. See how I kind of brought the square footage close? 330, you'll get 6 times the rotation of the air.
In 1 hour or
Oh!
1 day?
In 1 hour. That's per hour. Sorry. I'm so sorry. See how I get confused? And all those statistics that you look at when you're reading, it can get confusing. I'm going to simplify this. Okay? Watch. Come over here, Chris. And we tried to get the glare out of this box. I just grabbed this box from Minnie's garage. This is her Magic Act box, where she used to be sawn by the magician and Hey! You like that unit, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, so Garrett made this for us, Garrett and Mike, and we really appreciate it. What we have is, this is an Atmos system. We have a particulate reader in here. I'm going to show you. I'm going to come over here, Chris. Let me come over here. Okay. We put a SYS-AIR in there, HEPA. Okay. We have this piece here, okay, that reads the particulate inside. And yes, the glass might be a little smoky because we've been testing it this morning here. But we're going to read it up here. You got this unit?
Yep.
Where we got good air quality here. 92 is a rating. Okay, and you'll see. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to contaminate the area with some drywall dust. Okay? Chris, it's okay. You won't breathe any. It's contained. Okay? I'm going to use the blower port on the CTC MIDI. I'm getting good at these letters. Okay, now check it out. You know what I did? I pulled the battery and it didn't get turned off. Make sure your CT is on. I'm getting good at this, kind of. Okay, watch. I'm going to cycle it on. And Chris, I want you to, I got the big light in there, okay, the new light. I want you to focus in the back to see. Okay, look at that. I'm going to contaminate the area. Let me get it really good. Okay, is that coming through, Christine? Okay. Now, see all that fine stuff in there? I'm not going to stick my head in there this time, okay, because that's not good for you. But if you're using a Planex drywall sander, guess what? That captures a lot of that dust. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to use the force. Hang on. I'm going to turn on the CT. Watch over here, Chris. I'm going to turn it on with the force. Okay, and I want you to focus up here. This is really bad air quality. Okay, but now that is cycling. You can see it visually, how clean that's getting, right? Is that coming through, Christine? Okay, everybody see this? Okay, and this is going to kick in about 10 seconds. You're going to see on this particle reader how quick this cleans up. And you'll see it go from here. Oh, there it goes. Okay, we got a score of 50 now. 67 unit, you can stick your head in there now. Okay, 76, okay? And look how quick that was, and you can see it. Now, this has got a little dust on the inside because I let it sit, but look, we're in the really good, clean air. Okay, so I could talk stats with you all day long, but I go, seeing is believing. Okay, now, let's step over here. And I think that kind of cements it in everybody's head how well the SYS-AIR works. Okay, and that is the HEPA unit in there. Okay, next, let's talk about how you set this up. It's pretty simple. It comes in a Sustainer 437M. You open it up, and it's got a cord. And it's got a little notch right here. Pretty simple. All sealed. Bring it down, and I'm going to bring it over here. Now, this is oversimplifying. You ready? Air goes in here, dirty air. Clean air comes out here. I mean, come on, it's easy, but I'll show you all the filters. Hang tough. Okay, you plug it in right here. It does not have a remote start. Here's the start right here, look. Pretty simple. That's got 2 settings, 1 and 2. We'll start with 1. Right there, it's about 55 decibels. Okay, it's quiet. Christine, you really can't hear it over there, can you? Okay, it's nice and quiet. All right, when you put it in 2, now the flow's gonna really whip up. It's about 63 decibels. Okay, it's about the same range as our CT dust extractors. Okay, I will explain the green-red technology in a few minutes. Okay, I'm gonna turn it off. Let's look inside. Oh, you know what? Let's do it now. So what, I keep pressing the light. Did you notice that? Okay, thanks, Christine. Okay, look, I'm gonna turn it on, watch. So you're running this for a week or 2 in your shop, and let me get something to block it. Okay, watch. If that filter clogs, it should be turning red, is it? Okay, it's not. It turned red. It turned red this week, did it, Chris?
Yeah.
Hang on, let me put it here. Travis, put your coat on there. Boy, it's pulling. That's powerful because it was pulling through the. Okay, when that filter clogs, that's supposed to turn red. And this is the unit I used this week for the video we shot. Okay, so this turns red, right? You turn it off, and you have 2 filters in here. Okay, I'm gonna pull this off. This on the door is the pre-filter. Okay, the HEPA filter. Okay, the pre-filter you just take out and you replace it. Okay, depending on how often you use your SYS-AIR. All right. What's important is this is sold in packs of 5. All right. So if that turns red, you put this back in. You turn it on again. Okay, and it should turn green. But what if it remains red? Then what you do, you have a brand new pre-filter in there, you take that out, and here, I'm gonna give you a couple of tips on here, because I used to, when I first got one of these last year, I was like, how am I gonna show people how to put this in? You pull it from the top, and it tilts out. Okay, and look at this filter. This filter here, pre-filter, I'm not gonna quote it's around 1,000 something surface area. This is around 3,000 something surface area. And it's because it goes like this, in, out, in, out, in, out. This is an amazing filter. You also have airflow here, okay? So that tells you, oh, it's gonna go back in here like this. Now, here's what I wanted to point out to you. See how you tilt it in and bring it in like this? Now, I was just taking it and going like this and then trying to put my pre-filter in there. You have to, listen, click it in to set it. And that's your HEPA filter. Okay, this goes in and sets up, and that's all it is. Cool. There's an electrical outlet in here. That isn't an automatic on and off when you put a tool in there. It's just an extra outlet to have on the job site. Emphasis on the job site. Because if you think about it, that air filter I had in my shop down in Florida, guess what? I couldn't take that to the job site. I'd have to go up, take it down. This, I could take it real simple. Okay, I'm just gonna take this one because I want to leave that plugged in. I can put it on some sustainers and I'm good to go. But I also like this feature because if I'm sanding something, I want to get it in close proximity to what I'm sanding. Okay, the closer the better. It doesn't go up and float around all night or all day for you. Okay, close proximity. Or I could take this and put it on what? A CT. And I'm good to go, and I'm good to go on the job site if I can actually get it to go on there. Okay? And I'm rocking and rolling on the job site. I can put it right close to where I'm supposed to be and get and clean with it and sand with it. Maybe put a sander on there. I'm good to go. Okay? It's extremely portable and it fits in the sustainer system. Okay? So, woo! All right. Man, I should have clogged the filter. I don't want to say that's as simple as it is. Air goes in, goes through 2 stages of filtration, and comes out wicked clean. It's super simple. The cord that comes with it is roughly 10 feet. It's 9.8 feet. It's 22 pounds. Okay, these are all the statistics that you can read. I think that shows you pretty simple that it works fantastic and it gives you killer air quality. All right, what's your health worth? Good. Okay, let me check to see if I get everything. Square footage. I'm going to emphasize one more thing because I have it emphasized on my outline. Make sure you understand that the filters are not interchangeable. That red light would come on your non-HEPA if you put a HEPA in there. It's controlled by the electronics inside because you have to control the airflow between the 2 different filter materials. Did that come across simple enough? I think so. Yeah? You understood that, Christine? Good. Minnie, you understood that?
I got the part, it comes in and it goes through and it goes out.
That's all you need to know. Okay. There's a few more things. There's a couple accessories I got to cover. Okay. The first one, I want to show you this one. This is wicked cool. Okay. So remember I tell you I had one hanging from my ceiling? We have a kit, okay, that you can purchase, of course, and it comes with all the hardware. Chris, come on up here so we can see this. It comes with all the hardware. It comes with basically a piece for the roller board that we have, okay? Threaded rod. Hang on a second. Hey, Chris.
Yeah.
I think I can see your house from here.
No way.
Yeah. What? Hey, Mo. Okay, so I bet you someone out there's asking right now. Ooh, I got to get out of this contraption. Minnie, I've had this for 18 years. You believe that?
I love it.
Oh, yeah. That's how I get up in the wall. Okay. Not to oversimplify something. You might have heard me earlier. Oh, it doesn't have a remote control. I use the force. Chris, get in here so you can see this. Watch. Let's see. Turn on.
Wow.
Is that amazing? Huh? Wait a minute. I always use the force. Turn off.
How'd you do that?
With my remote control, I got look, I got a little plug-in. It's super simple. There you go, it's on. Now, I don't want to go up and down to turn it from low to high. So, this is really high tech. Look.
Oh, our friends.
I was doing it earlier. There you go. There's high.
Nice.
And here's low. Remember this?
I
Oh,
remember.
yeah.
So glad we don't have a need.
I know. Okay, hey, it's super simple. This is what I have in my shop at home. That's how I know you can get those remotes. And it's just so easy. Extremely inexpensive on that big A site. Okay. Woo, hey, Dirk from Dayton's here.
Yes.
I see it over there.
Yes.
That's awesome.
He
Okay.
didn't sign in, but we saw him.
Now let's have some fun because this next accessory, we were messing with this yesterday, weren't we, Chris? Or the day before. So, say I'm doing some work in a really confined area and I don't want all that extra air blowing. I could take the SYS-AIR, put it in another room, and have this while I'm working. And I'm gonna, which one did I open up? I think this one. I think this is a fresh one. Okay, it is, and we're gonna put this on here. It is a way to concentrate the air being pulled away at the source a little bit closer, because we're gonna put a hose on here and put it out. And also, if I'm working in a small bathroom, like a half bath, I can use this as well. That way there, the air isn't blowing all over in the bath with me. And it's a confined area. So it comes with this port. It comes with this strap right here. And it comes with this hose. Okay? Watch this. Let's get this. more magic. Okay, never mind. Okay, so let's get this set up. Now, I was somewhere with Travis, what was it, last week, Travis?
Yeah.
Okay, and I was watching somebody put the hose on, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna use that for Festool Live, because I wanna make sure you see this. See these notches? How there's a couple combined here, 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 and here, okay? This is where these tabs go here. So you gotta position them, and they should go right in, just like this. I usually find one and the rest just flow in there. And then I put the pre-filter in, just like this. Now, you're gonna see these 4 little tabs here. I always try to tuck it in. I always check airflow, always check airflow. Airflow's going that way. And then you can put it right in. Whoopsie. Flip it around. That's why I have Travis here today. He's keeping an eye on me. So, next we have to take this hose and slide it on here. Now, when you start doing this, just be prepared that you have to get used to it. So that should go right on. You see how it goes on the outside. I'm never good with this, but I noticed that this gentleman who was putting it on took it like this and opened it up a little, and that made sense. And then you take the strap. Now this strap alone is a heck of a value. You know why? It says Festool on it. Okay, good. So then you just take this strap and you put it on like this. I always mix this stuff up, but you take it like this, go like this. And then what this does is this gets you closer to what you're sanding, or grinding, or whatever. And it's got a heck of a reach. Do you know what that is? I got it written down. It's a 20, I got it written down because I wanted to know. It is a length of 19.5 feet, which is 6 meters, and the diameter is 200 millimeters, which is 7.8 inches. See that? But there you go, and that gets you in a close proximity to where you're working, but it also puts that out. Say you've got something with a zip wall, you don't want that in with a zip wall. You can just bring the hose into the zip wall and you can have that outside. So it really cleans the air for you. So that's another accessory. Also, I should have talked about this. I have my CSC 50. We're coming out with too many cool tools all at once to remember all these abbreviations, okay? I have my CSC 50. Okay, sustainer saw, and I got my Capex right here. Everybody knows who owns these 2 tools. It captures, like this will capture 92% of the dust. But there's that stuff that kicks back, right? That is why I positioned my SYS-AIR here, okay? So I don't want to breathe that while I'm working. So I come in the morning, and then sometimes I walk in, I have this usually right over here, and I go, and I have that running when I know I'm going to be doing a lot of cutting, okay? And I don't know, well, I think Chris would notice more than anybody because we're in here filming all the time. He's noticed, right, Unit, that it's a lot cleaner in here? Mm-hmm. Okay? Say yes.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Okay, he doesn't notice. All right, now, Minnie just got something in the mail, and I got to point it out. This was the original air filter, okay? I mean, I used to work in the garden and cut stuff, and think about it. It's a natural thing to clean the air. It makes it better for your health, okay? And get ready for next week, baby. See how I staged all that? All right, did I cover everything? Christine, I get a thumbs up. You think I covered everything? We got accessories. We got those stats out there. We ran that.
When are you bringing it back, by the way?
Bringing what back?
That.
Magic box.
You got it out of
Oh, I'm sorry, Minnie. Minnie, Did you like crunch up in there? Because I don't think it's long enough. I thought you were a lot taller than that.
I was at one
Oh,
point,
you had holes in there for your head, and okay, Garrett just repurposed it. Okay.
Is that a way? That repurposed?
You didn't know I was going to say that one, did you? Yeah, baby. Okay, good. Okay, so I think I've covered everything. Oh, that is so cool. Look, David from Shanghai, China. That is so cool. Man, this is fun. Hey, thanks.
Absolutely.
You're awesome, dude. Okay, so where am I starting, Travis?
Oh, you start wherever.
Son of the... Luke is here, son of Darth Vader, Luke. Okay, we have Gail from Eden, New York. I've covered everything, so I can start this? Travis, did I cover everything?
Everything. Crystal clear.
Crystal clear. Yeah. Okay. You know, Robert was busting my chops because he thinks I don't say beer right.
I heard that.
Yeah, I thought that was wrong. He's got an accent. I know. Okay, we have Robert from Landrum, South Carolina. Apo from Akafenda. You stay right here, because I'm going to get you to pronounce some stuff, especially those guys, my mates from Wales, North Wales. Apo from Aka, Finland. Dan from Kingman, Arizona. Greg from Northern Minnesota. Gary from Beers with the Boys. You know what that is? That's the governor. We have Frank from Downers Grove, Illinois. Mark from Crimpen and the Netherlands. A Maestro from Ontario, Canada. We have David Gwen from West Virginia. Ken from Granite Bay, California. Jan from Germany. We have Mark from Newark, Ohio. Paul, Cheryl, and Sam from Anthem, Arizona. That's pretty cool. Jim B. from Greenbrier, California. Joe from Bellevue, Nebraska. Jerry from Sugar Grove, Illinois. Yizu from Paramaribo, Suriname. We have DKM from Madison, Wisconsin. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it's Wisconsin. Okay, good. Brad from LaGrange, Indiana. We have from Ooplu, we have from Ooplu from the Netherlands.
Actually, the guy on top is who's from...
The son of Darth Vader.
Luke from Ooplu, the Netherlands.
There you go.
Okay, we have Dougie from Zionsville, Des from Harrogate, England, Mac from Anaheim, California, Leslie from North Carolina, Kevin from Customer Experience USA, John from Denver, Colorado, Michael from Lafayette, Stanley from Houma, Louisiana. I'm going to be in Lafayette next weekend, aren't we?
Yes.
At Von Tobel.
The 15th?
The 15th. We'll be at Von Tobel, Travis and I. What's the times on that?
What is it, 10 to 2?
Oh, I show up at 12 to 1?
You typically show up about 12 and then leave at 12:30.
Okay, good. We'll see you there. Okay, we have Mike H. from Beers with the Boys. How you doing, Mr. Holmes? We have Joe V. from Akron, Ohio. We have Carrie from Dallas, Mike from Puyallup, Washington, Norman from Fallbrook, California. We have David from Shanghai, China. That is so cool. Thank you, David, for tuning in. We have Laura from Customer Experience Canada. How you doing, Laura? Johnny Ringo from Searsport, Maine. You ever been to Searsport?
No.
It's wonderful. Okay, we have Ono Coffee from Baltimore, Maryland. Did you guys fix the bridge yet? We have Warren from Batavia, Ohio. Jason from Fenton, Michigan. We have Ariana from Alliance, Nebraska. We have Woodcraft in Norfolk, Virginia. Dale from Swaterland, Code, England. Leo from Holland. Oliver from Southern California. Jacob from Rhode Island. Terry from Salt Lake City, Utah. Mr. Huckster from Chichester, UK. Blake Weber, Novato, California. How you doing, Blake? We have Soren from Denmark. Trunco Solutions from LA, California. Is that right, Trunco?
Yes.
Yes, okay. We have Captain Kirk from Marietta, Georgia. That's Star Trek.
Yes.
And I have the Force from Star Wars. Don't ever mess those up. You ever talk to... Okay, never mind. Ooh, you never mess that up. Klaus from Denmark. Tom and Kelly from Eatonton, Georgia. We have Rocky from Kings Mountain, North Carolina. That just sounds cool, huh? That's where you probably live, right? You're the king.
Go.
You didn't tell me you had your own mountain. Okay, we have Gary from Plano, Texas, Dale from Hillsdale, Michigan, Dayton Woodcraft. How you guys doing? Hey, we have a couple of those folks here next week, don't we?
Yep.
Awesome. We have Chris from Malta, Johnny O from Atco. That's New Jersey, I think, right?
Yes,
Yes. What you said.
yes.
Okay, good. We have Michael from Edmonton, Alberta, Dana from Yalcott, Washington, Stefan from Augsburg, Germany. Minnie, tell me we got a lot of people online today because this is unbelievable.
We do.
We have Petri from Jolarvi, Finland. Oh. Facade Carpentry from North Devon. We got cha.
Fetal,
Okay, no,
that one.
that one. We have Mac from Woodcraft Springfield. Dana. Jason and Yana from Granite Falls, Washington. We have Jeff from Clacksburg, Maryland. We have Spactrician, that'd be the Willie. We have Woodcraft Richmond. How you guys doing? We have Brett from Waxahachie, Texas. You like that? Waxahachie. We have Bermuda Steve, Gail from Eden, New York. We have Jeff from Columbia, Tennessee, Super Beetle, Columbus, Ohio. Load from Stockholm. I think you're gonna get lucky today. No? Yeah, come here, Travis. Come here, baby. I'm gonna say the first one. Daniel from Baratul, Switzerland. Read that.
I don't know what that is.
It's a two-liner.
Okay, it's Redderich.
And Lloyd, not Pantyfidwin, Pinel,
Yeah.
Carmarthen.
You got easy. They usually throw all kinds of stuff at me.
North Wales.
North Wales. Good job. Okay. Robbie Wan Kenobi. He did good. He did really good. I'm so proud of him. Corinth, Texas. We have Dirk from Dayton. Woo! We have Eris from Dublin, Ireland. Rich from Puerto Rico. Jeff from Bloomington, Indiana. We have Jeremiah from Jackson, Ohio. Patrick and Michelle from Strongville, Ohio. And I know who they are. They're my friends. Leather by Dragonfly. Okay, we have Gordon from Minnesota. Hell House, Poland. I'm moving there. It says Hell House. Okay, it's almost like that other place that says beer. Okay, we have Chris from Minneapolis, Minnesota. Greg from Whitestown, Indiana. Woo! Greg, how you doing? Whitestown, that's right over there.
By my house.
That's where the unit lives. Oh, I live there too? Cool. We have Michael from Newport, Rhode Island. I'm going to be in Rhode Island in 3 weeks. Absolutely. We have Michael from Paris, France. Michael from Massachusetts. I know a few Michaels from Massachusetts. Gerald from Derrida, Louisiana. Yep. We have Ling from Indonesia.
That's a first.
new one.
Woo! Indonesia. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. John from Stowe, Ohio. Minnie, you got more over there?
Just a note about Brian.
Let's see. What about Brian? Oh, Brian left Canada.
I don't know where he is now, but he's no longer.
Well, Brian, I'm so sorry you left Canada. I'm so sorry. Okay. Hey, everybody. Wow. I didn't think it would be this long. Remember, air goes in and air comes out. And one more time, what is your health worth? This is an amazing tool for your shop and on the job site. Okay, so there you go. I want to thank you. Boy, oh boy, that went fast.
Good seeing you, Travis.
Good seeing you, Travis. Woo! Minnie, thank you. Brent, thank you. Christine, thank you. He loves that, doesn't he? He loves that. Who loves you, baby?
You do.
You know I do. Okay. Hey, everybody. I say this almost every time. It's because of you. Everybody who's here, everybody who watches this afterwards, it means so much to us. We have such a great community. Thank you so much for tuning in. We love you. You have a safe weekend. I know I am. I'm really going to have a great time. I'm going to a really cool basketball game tomorrow. And thank you very much. Christine, I think this is going to be a wrap.